Today we head deep water off Noosa chasing one perfect fish. The morning starts slow, then everything changes. A solid snapper, an unexpected visitor boatside, and back home, one great cook-up of a whole fish that all the family can enjoy. Let's get into it.
I'm Paul Breheny and welcome to Reel Bites Australia.
Fish? Good girl. Danielle's on a nice fish at the moment. Just get the net ready. Good fish, Dan? Feels all right. Danielle's on the paternoster rig. It's a red emperor, not a very big one. That's all right. A beautiful fish, Danielle. Well done. He's just hooked in the lip there. Yeah, just show him to the camera. There you go, what a beautiful fish that is. Get him back in the water, and they are good to eat when they get a bit bigger. So there we go, guys, nice pearly, really good to eat. Beautiful fish to eat. Look at the beautiful heads on them. A lot of head though, not much body. Need a few bigger ones. Might be another one of these, I'd say, a pearly. And a little snapper. Maybe the big snapper will come on a bit later. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. My God, that's a good fish. Yes, good fish, Dan. That's a snapper. Oh, it's deep. And this could be a snapper. It took off like a steam train. There we go. And he goes. It's heavy, darling. So, yeah, well nice. Done. No, yes, nice. Now that's a fish. That's what you call a snapper. There we go, guys. That's a beautiful snapper. I don't know how big he is, but he's going to be beautiful, cooked whole in the oven. Got a great dish we're going to do with this guy. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a good snapper. Oh, that's a beauty. That's like the Christmas one we had a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's a good snapper. And that was on a floating pilly, just floating the pilly down on a circle hook. And you can see here, I just got him in the corner of the jaw there. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm just going to brain spike this guy as usual and bleed this fish. Get him straight into a nice slurry. Pretty happy with that one. What did you get, Dan? Huh? A little emperor? Okay. Okay, guys. He's 73 to the fork. All right, he's going to be absolutely beautiful, done whole in the oven. So I'm pretty wrapped with that one. Now I've just got to get my wife a really nice big snapper. All right. Doing well. Good girl. Get him up. Oh, nice fish. Pearly. Hold on. Oh, yeah, good fish. Whatever it is. I think it might be I must have hooked it in the tail or something.
Oh, it's a shark.
How big is he?
He's big.
I can't believe it's not busted me off.
Stingray coming or something. Oh no, that's the bag. That's just...
It's got to bust me off any minute, Johnny. It's good to get the line back anyway. I think he's I don't know if he's a bull shark.
Not a bull shark.
No, what is he?
More of a...
Bronzy.
Bronzy, yeah, more bronzy.
He's a good size. Look at that. There you go, guys. I don't know if you can see him there. Just on the side. He's circle hooked. There he goes. I was going to let him go then. Got some power. And I'm not putting my hands anywhere near his chopper, but just amazing what them little circle hooks can do. Woo! And yeah, he's just giving us a bit of a splash. I'll get rid of him, eh? I don't want to. Oh, where's that knife, darling? I'll grab a knife. Yeah. It'd be what, a couple of feet? What would he be? Not that big. I think it's a bronze whaler, but anybody out there, let me know. Put it in the comments. Just grab that knife. Whoa, 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 down. Don't put that.
Don't cut the line.
No, I was going to do that. I was going to do it myself. I don't want you losing the GoPro over there.
I'm gonna lose the GoPro.
Okay. Yeah, just try and cut it no,
Closer.
I'll do it so you don't hurt yourself.
I won't hurt yourself.
Come on up.
Either or. Whoever wants to grab it first.
Yeah, okay. You get the footage. I wouldn't mind, but this my thing's come off this. I'll let you go now, mate. I think he's a bronzy. Look at that circle hook, how he's got on him. All right, mate. I think he's probably buggered. There you go. See you later, fella. Thanks for the fight. Yeah, my thing's disappeared off here, so it's just been smashing into my groin, so that's not great. Anyway, bit of fun. Guys, you can see going through, it's thick here with, that's all bait. And there's a couple of sharks on the top, so as we're reeling in, these buggers are just waiting for a free feed. Hey guys, wind's come up, so we're heading back. We'll see you in the kitchen. Guys, beautiful day out there. Had an absolute ball. How's that shark near the boat? And my wife getting that footage was insane. Now then, we've got a beautiful snapper, and I'm going to cook this one whole. It's around about 3.5 kilo when it's been gilled and gutted, and I've scaled this fish as well. I'm going to show you how to cook it whole. We're going to serve that with a white wine and lemon sauce. Real simple sauce. It's a 35-degree day here on the coast at the moment, so I was going to put some baked potatoes or some new potatoes with it, but I thought, nah, I'm just going to do some broccolini and some roasted tomatoes with it because it's such a hot day and it's just going to be a really nice dish. Nice and healthy and not too heavy. All right, maybe a couple of glasses of wine a little bit later on. Okay, first thing I have to do is score the fish. A few ways you can tell whether this snapper's cooked, and I'm going to show you how. This is the thickest part of the snapper. Now, when it comes to 52 degrees at core temperature, 52 to 55 degrees, I take it out of the oven and let it rest. If you go past 65 degrees, it's going to be really flaky and not very dry. It's going to be beautiful and moist at 52 degrees. So I'll put it straight in there to the bone. If you let it rest, it should come up to 55 and it should be absolutely perfect. Now, if you don't have a temperature gauge, then I'll show you another way of doing it. We've got nature's way of showing you how when it's cooked. Okay, so nice pair of heavy-duty scissors. Now, when it's cooked, this here, which is the thickest part of the fish, this will just pull out with ease. So it'll be absolutely perfect. Now, I've also got a little mini probe here as well. So I'll put it on 180 degrees, I plug that into the oven, and then I pop it in here as well. And I'll set it at around about 52 Celsius. These off as well. The wings, just the actual wing bones. Trim the tail up a little bit, because it is quite a long snapper, this one. Now I'm just going to put 4 slits in this, okay? Down to the bone, and again, just on the slant. Now on the other side, turn it around, just into the thickest part. Just helps it cook. Beautiful, this is going to be absolutely delish. And I'm going to season this fish. This fish is bigger than my board. It's such a simple way to cook fish. You'll love it. I mean, even if you want a little bit smaller than this, you can roast them in the oven. Do exactly the same thing, 52 Celsius, and you're laughing. I'm going to put a little bit in the cavity of the fish as well. Season it everywhere, even in the head, because the head has got some of the nicest meat. Just down through here, these cheeks here. Oh my God, they're the best. I reckon the oyster of the snapper. And I'm going to put a little bit of this baking paper as well here, so the foil doesn't actually stick to this. Oh, pull her open like so. Put her on here, and we're going to roast this in the oven. Just bring it around to show you. Just going to go and roast this in the oven, and it just holds up perfect like that. Keeps the snapper in place. Now, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil over the top. I just rub it in a little bit too. Lovely. How good does that look? Wow. Very nice. Now, some lemon. I just took the lemon inside like so. Fill the cavity full of lemon. Get that beautiful flavour coming through. There we go. It should be good like that. Okay, and then it's straight into the oven. Now, while the fish is actually cooking, what we're going to do next is I'm going to make my sauce. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, we're going to make a reduction now, really easy. We've got some bay leaves. They're going into the pan, and with some white peppercorns. Look, if you don't have any white peppercorns, just throw some black ones in there. It doesn't really matter. Now, in with some onions, finely diced onion. We got some white wine there, just double checking. White wine, and I've weighed that, and it's 50 grams. The actual white wine is 50 grams. So I've actually weighed it. I haven't actually measured it out in milliliters. So you just basically put this on the scale, tear it, and then just put 50 grams. I much prefer to do it that way. That way I'm not messing around with measuring cups left, right, and center. It just saves time. So I'm gonna reduce this down by half. What that'll do is it's gonna cook the alcohol off and get rid of all the bitterness. And I'm gonna finish the sauce with a little bit of lemon juice because the white wine will be super sweet. I'm gonna bring that down by half. And what I'll do then is counterbalance that with the lemon juice. I want it sort of like a fine balance between that sweetness and a little bit of bitterness, and then a little bit of salt there just to finish off. I'm going to throw some basil in there as well. Okay, it's almost there. Just a few more minutes. I'm just going to pass it through a sieve just to get rid of all the peppercorns, get rid of the onions and get rid of the bay leaves. They've done the job, so I really don't need them anymore. We're going to discard those. It's flavoured the wine. Okay, just going to pour that off. Beautiful. This is the butter sauce or butter emulsion. It's a 5-to-2 recipe, 5-to-2 ratio. So basically it's 5 of butter and 2 parts water, but we weigh the water. So this is really, really important or it won't work. So it's 250 grams of butter. So for 250 grams of butter, I need 100 grams of water. Now this is about the smallest amount I can make. So I can warm it up and it's very versatile. This is just the mother sauce for it. I've got to be fairly accurate with it. We've got a quarter here that I've kept to the side. This here we can just throw straight in to the water, cold water. So 3/4 I put straight into the water. So we're going to bring that up to the boil. So I just got a little stick blender here. I want all that butter to melt. And I'm going to add this rest of this butter off the heat. 2 ingredients, dead simple. I'll have a look at the fish, see how she's going, because I might get my tomatoes in next. So she's on 25 degrees, so we're halfway there. So because we're halfway there, just check everything's going all right. Because we're halfway there, I'm going to throw my tomatoes in to roast now. But I'm going to quickly make this sauce first. Okay, a couple of more knobs of butter. What we call this is an emulsion. It's where we're blending 2 things like a liquid and oil together that shouldn't normally go together. As you know, oil and butter will rise, but we're actually forcing it mechanically to bind together. A little bit more goes in. It's looking pretty good. It's a nice thin sauce, not too heavy, and that's what you want. You don't want something that's going to, spoil the flavour of the fish. So if you have a look at that sauce, it's nice, beautiful. It's going to just coat that fish. So we're going to throw our tomatoes in the oven, and what I've got here is some of our rosemary, and I've got some growing out there. I've got so much rosemary, it's crazy. So I've put a load of rosemary in there. Now we're just going to put some rock salt and some garlic. I didn't want any garlic on the actual fish itself. I think it's just too strong sometimes to put with fish. It's not really what I want. So, okay, just crush the garlic up. Splash of olive oil. So we're going to roast that with our snapper. A little bit of sea salt over the top. Beautiful. And also, as the snapper is roasting in the oven, you're going to get the perfumes from this beautiful tomato, vine-ripened tomatoes. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, look at that. Wow. I wish you could smell that. It's absolutely sensational. So what I'm going to do now is just put my reduction into my sauce, finish my sauce off, just warm it up, and then I'm going to taste it for seasoning. So I'm in my reduction. I'll have a little taste of that to find out what it needs. Might need a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm just going to give it a taste now. It needs a little bit more lemon juice. Definitely more lemon juice. Oh, that's good. We'll get some seasoning. So now I'm just going to season it with some black pepper and a good pinch of salt. It's just perfect, that. The flavour's just nice and light. Just going to give it another taste. See how it's going? Yeah. Touch more salt. I know it sounds like a lot of salt, but when you put lemon juice, white wine, the actual salt actually counteracts the bitterness, so it's not too bitter. So what I want to just talk about while the fish has probably got about another 10 minutes to go is what I've done is blanched my broccolini, okay? Blanched it in boiling salted water for around about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And then straight into ice water. If you don't have any ice water, guys, or you don't have any, like an ice making machine on your fridge, no big deal. Just remember to put some water in the freezer before you start doing all this. Just drop this straight into ice water, and what it does, it retains the colour. So when we serve it on the plate, it stays absolutely perfect, crispy and green, and looks really fresh on the plate. Otherwise, what happens is it just goes, you know, like your grandma's cabbage, all brown and not great. Sorry to all the grandmas out there, but that's what my mum and my grandma used to make back in the day, was all the, always the vegetables were really overcooked. And I've got a pot of salted boiling water ready for when we serve the fish up. Then what I'm going to do is just toss it through some olive oil and sea salt. That's it, nothing else. Just olive oil, sea salt, superb. I've just been looking at my temperature gauge here. It's 31 degrees at the moment, so I'm starting to get a little bit of a sweat on. Perspiration, we say, chefs. Okay, and yeah, my kitchen where I used to have my restaurant used to get up to 51 degrees every day for 10 years. It was like being in a sweat box for 10 years. So 31 degrees isn't too bad in here, and that's with the air conditioning on at the moment. So I don't know how hot it is outside, but wow, it was hot when I was scaling that snapper today. All right, it's boiling, everything's looking good. Absolutely beautiful. And my tomatoes are really nice as well. Skin's just crackled on them. I'll let them rest there. Plenty of flavour. I'm starting to get a little bit of a sweat on, perspiration. Okay, we're gonna let this little guy rest, and then we're gonna serve it up. Wow, look at that, that looks amazing. I'll give you a bit of a look at this, guys. It really is good. I'll bring it over to the cameras. Look at that guy, beautiful. I'll get the board out, and we're gonna leave him to rest over here, and then we're gonna serve some up, and I'm gonna taste it before all the family arrive, and they start hoeing into it. Anything that's left over, what I'm gonna do with it, guys, is I'm going to take every little piece of meat off the bone, and we cooked one a while ago, and what I do with it is I make a pasta linguine with the snapper. I actually did it with one of the mud crabs that I caught in the Noosa River just recently, so check that out. It's a really good video. We're going to get a lot more meat off this guy than we did off the crab. I only caught one crab that day. Oh, beautiful. I can't wait to eat this. Let's turn this guy off because it's hot enough in this kitchen as it is. I'm going to throw the broccolini in last minute, and away we go. So I'm going to rest this now. Never easy, guys, when you've got to film and cook yourself. It's definitely challenging. Look at that. How good does that look? Pinch your tomato off there. Save a bit for everybody else. Take a little bit of this. Skin's nice and crispy. Oh, it just falls apart. How good is that? Beautiful fish. It's just all beautiful white meat. Am I being greedy or am I being greedy? I'm just going to throw a little bit of our sauce on top. I'm going to smash it. There we go. Yum. Beautiful. Next time on Reel Bites Australia, I've decided I'm going to go out in my kayak. I have to find my own fish and cook it up. So hopefully you'll tune in for that one. See you next time.
Next time on Reel Bites Australia, I'm going to be catching my own lunch and cooking it on the kayak.
Just gonna have a look.
You don't want to miss this one.
There she goes. How cool is that?